Hello, everyone. Thanks for checking out this video, this live stream. So this is a video on the member area on YouTube. And I'm also releasing this as a podcast. So warmed up a little bit this morning on 26.2. So maybe I'll start out with this, playing along in that a little bit to get us started. And I won't play melodic structures, exclusively, but I will be using them here somewhat. Okay, so as we talked about earlier this week, one of the big challenges with some of the Coltrane tunes is from the Giant Steps sort of time period, is that the key centers are not very closely related, so we're changing very abruptly and quickly to those key areas. So the melodic structures give us something to work with that will spill out the chord to some extent, and then also help kind of direct our lines and connect things. So we're going to take a look here at Jerry Bergonzi, and so I wanted to cover a little bit of the theory behind some of the things that he talked about in this book, and there's section or a moment where he talks a bit about the, you might say, the origins of this, of these notes. So taking the circle of fifths and then kind of compressing it so that we can arrive at these melodic structures. Okay, so let's see if we can create some visuals on this and kind of work some things out. So I'll create a little bit of a whiteboard here, and we will work these things out. But I will do my best to describe these things as well as I can to help folks who are listening on the podcast. All right, so but just to kind of go over it from the beginning here, let's take a look at what we have. So he tells us that we could start on C, okay, and then go to G, and D, and A, and then E, okay, and so that each one of those intervals is a perfect fifth. Okay, and then he's saying, I'll try to get those into one octave. So he's starting with A. Okay, and so he's kind of compressed all of those notes, taking the pitches, taking the notes, and kind of put them within one octave, and then split them up as a major melodic structure and a minor melodic structure. All right, so what we'll do is create a little bit of a board here to look at with a fingerboard, and kind of write out some of these shapes for us to kind of look at. And of course, again, I'll keep them kind of audio friendly so that folks can follow along with the podcast as well. All right, and so getting into a little bit more of the theoretical kind of things than we did in the last talk. We just kind of did an overview of it. I think that was on Monday. So here we'll write out some things and have the fingerboard kind of comparisons here. So I'll have kind of two fingerboards to work with. All right, so we would have a note, let's say at the string 5, fret 3, and then let's say string 4, fret 5, swing up a fifth, string 3, fret 7, string 2, fret 10, and string 1, fret 12. Okay. And then what he's saying to do, like we talked about, is, kind of compress everything. So we bring that C That's showing up on the things there. Okay, let me take a brief moment here to readjust to this. So bring that C up an octave. So we'll move it to, let's say, string 4, fret 10. Okay. And so what our goal here is going to be is for G, or actually, we're going to bring that A down. So bring G up. All right, so we'll see. We'll bring A basically down an octave. So we had it up here on second string, 10th fret. Bring that down an octave. We'll take the G, go up an octave. Okay, and then let's see, we'll have the C basically in the same place. I'm just going to move it from string 3 to string 4, but it's the same note. Okay, and so actually that's going to be up an octave, excuse me. So that's up an octave. Okay, G's gone up an octave. Okay, now we need D. Okay, that will be in the same place. And then we'll move that E down an octave there. So we'll have okay. So let's duplicate that. So that's what we've got in that position. So we could say, oh, okay, the lowest 4 notes there would be the minor melodic structure. So we can say, so that's the minor melodic structure. Okay, so we can use that for basically any minor chord. And we could transpose it, but it's going to be, in this case, the minor 7, A minor 7, or A minor 6, could be A minor major 7. Okay, and then basically the upper half of that group of notes is going to be the major melodic structure. So you can use this on chords like C, say major 7, or C6, or any type of chord like that. All right, so we get that. C major melodic structure for any chord like C major, or C6, C major 7, C6. Okay, and then the minor for chords like A minor. Okay. And so what do we do if we have chords that are, let's say, outside of those shapes? So let's go back and we'll duplicate this and just kind of alter it. So we'll just say, okay, what if we want to think about a chord like A minor 7 flat 5. So then we can take that minor melodic structure, take that, note up here, bring it down a half step. So we altered it, we changed it. So that is going to give us something that is a little more compatible with, say, A minor 7 flat 5, or you can transpose it to any space. But I'm going to leave this one down here sort of the same, but that's what this is kind of derived from, but that note has gone down. So let's think about the same thing with the major 7. So the major 7, I should write down also, this is good for C7 as well. So what if we had a chord like C7 flat 9? Well, we could bump the 9 down a half step. So this note has gone down here, and then we get a melodic structure that we can use for C7 flat 9. Okay, so if we have a dominant 7 chord and we want to play a flat 9, then we can play like that. Okay, so that gives us 4 shapes, that you could really use for, just about any chord. And the minor 7 flat 5, I mentioned too that one's going to work well on fully diminished chords too. So you really get quite a lot going for the types of chords that you might come across. So A minor 7, say this first one, I'll write it in some others, A minor 6, A minor major 7. So that's all going to be worked out there. Here, like I said, or A minor. Well, let me go back to that. Talk about that a little bit more. So A minor 6. So we could play that melodic structure on that. A minor 7. It's going to work as well. A minor major 7. Okay, so that will work there as well. Okay. Now we altered it. We get A minor 7 flat 5, but also a diminished 7. It's another one. So we lowered that 5th. So we could have A minor 7 flat 5, or really fully diminished as well. Okay, so it's going to work for both of those harmonies. Okay, and then the major. Okay, so for chords like a C major 7 or dominant 7. Okay, and then alter or flat 9. Just say C7 flat 9. So for that kind of sound, that will work there. So quite a lot to work with there. So see if you can, connect those shapes and sounds to the chords by playing playing chords and maybe looping, or playing a chord and then playing melody and kind of going back and forth on that, or playing with some sort of backing track. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for listening and or watching, and I hope you have a great practice session. So this is, if you're checking this out on the podcast and want to see the video version of this is available in the member area, and you can find that through my website or search for me on YouTube. If you're an existing member and you're checking this out, thanks for being a member, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks, and I'll see you all in the next one.